I am Dr. Lissa McCullough, and I teach at California State University in the philosophy department. And I'm delighted to be invited to participate in this seminar. Radical theology is very close to my heart and mind. Would say I've been, in one way or another, participating in radical theology, thinking radical theology since 1985 or so. And I first got started with earlier. I got started with Søren Kierkegaard. I then discovered Simone Weil. In 1987, I discovered the work of Thomas Altizer. And from there, that was a door that opened the way into radical theology as a whole field of interest. I first discovered Altizer through this text. He wrote one entry in this anthology called The Vocation of the Theologian. And my professor at Harvard Divinity School, Gordon Kaufman, assigned other essays, mostly liberation theologians in this volume, but did not assign Altizer. But I just happened to read Altizer, and we will use this text in the seminar. We will read this very short chapter. And I was immediately hooked. I couldn't believe how this short essay of maybe 6 pages just echoed inside me, having been reading Kierkegaard and Simone Weil and modern thinkers on God. And I needed this phrase, the death of God, to have a completely new take on what modern thinking of God is all about. Without that phrase, without that tag, I was kind of afloat, not sure, what is this? Where am I going with this? And suddenly that organized so much of what I had been reading and thinking about and feeling as a person with inklings of faith, but a faith that I didn't understand. And so in this seminar, I've been asked to speak for about a half hour. What I'd like to do is divide that in half and speak in the first half about Thomas Altizer's career as a thinker, which is very wide-ranging, with many different foci, and then and make that the focus. Say the life work, the oeuvre of Thomas Altizer in the first 15 minutes. Then pause for a real dialogue, not just questions of clarification, but a real dialogue about that. Then turn to what is Altizer's importance from the point of view of his achievement in the scheme of modern thought, and some of the key points of his importance, and how that can help us understand where religious thinking is in our time. So I really hope you'll come join us and be part of the dialogue, which really the accent for me is not on the presentation, but on the dialogue. And bring your questions. The reading list has been chosen to represent Altizer's range from one of his first radical essays in 1968 through to his breakthrough period, which I believe happened from the self-embodiment of God through to total presence. That whole period of work is a breakthrough into the mature Altizer. And then we'll look at a couple of chapters from my favorite of his books, Genesis and Apocalypse. And I just think it's the most powerful of his systematic theological works, probably companioned with the Genesis of God. But if I had to choose between the two of them, I would choose Genesis and Apocalypse as my personal favorite, published in 1990. And those are the readings that we'll go through to see the range. And then we'll discuss really through Altizer, we'll discuss what is the death of God, why does it matter for religious thought, for our time, and what can we do with it now. Look forward to talking with everyone.